Sorry, Marku. You dying? We've been working hard to make sure that G Suite is at the forefront of transforming how people work together. G Suite, as you can see and you've seen live today, is comprised of a powerful set of applications that work seamlessly together. It lets you connect with your team wherever they are, however you choose, to create the content you need, and to collaborate in real time on any device. And of course, all of this is without ever having to worry about compromising the safety or security of your information. That being said, I'd like to invite Kathy back to the stage to wrap up our day. Oh, so if it's going to go thank you, then we don't need this. We don't need this slide. And then I'll just go Kathy. Okay, let's do that.
Thank you, Diane. Thank you so much.
Woo, woo.
Okay, sorry, Marco, over to you. Your turn. Are you sure? Okay, so we'll do Angus's first then. Because we overrun, so let's do Angus's. Yes, I know. Hold on. So we quickly run through Angus's, and then we'll do Natalie's. Just sound it up.由 Sting 開始啦，因為第一 introduce 㗎嘛，但係都有 VO 㗎嘛，有 VO 㗎嘛，出 VO 咯。So 我而家我 pretend 係第一咯。So now I'd like to introduce Angus Z. Is it Z or Z? Oh, Angus Z from WeMedia. Oh, HK01.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Angus Tse, Director of Engineering, HK01 Company Limited, to the stage.
today I would like to more focus on other features like how do we integrate this kind of features and third-party service, and how we use it in HK01. So authentication, which is a hard problem in every telecom company, even maybe they got 100 of staff. So we make use of G Suite directory for our internal system authentication. We make use the SAML and then the OAuth to authenticate our internal staff to accessing our internal system. Like we got a e-commerce control panel, and then we got the news CMS, and then we got a lot of third-party service. Like for example, we make use the Datadog, so for engineering monitoring, application monitoring. And we make use the Jira and the Atlassian Jira, and then Confluence for the project management. And then we make use of Freshdesk and Slack for the IM. So this kind of third-party service already support the SAML and OAuth out of the box. So the integration with G Suite directory, which is extremely simple, lightweight, and straightforward, so that we can enable our engineer to integrate the G Suite into our system within an hour. And our IT admin just they can grant or revoke the permission, the access of all kind of computing system, and third-party service just some simply few mouse clicks. So, which is a very cool and cost-effective. Yeah. So data is important in HK01. So we always said that data beats emotions. So we make decisions based on the data. So we make use of Google Data Studio, which is a simple and powerful tool for visualizing the data. We use it to facilitate our business team to do analyze them, to make the decisions. So the business team can export those data to the Google spreadsheet, which is a built-in features, so that they can export the data to the spreadsheet and then share to other teammates, or they can make use the built-in spreadsheet features like VLOOKUP or something like if can, so that they can do some data massage, and then they can do further analyze and to do them to help them to make the business decision. So Google Hangout, which is an excellent tool to online meeting and sharing. So when your teammate, maybe they work from home, or they're working in another service, or she's even on a business trip. So Hangout is very useful tools for the online meeting and videos conference. But Google Hangouts is more than that. So it solves one more problem. So just imagine in old days, we have a meeting, we got a multiple presenter, so we have to unplug and plug the HDMI cable, or maybe find the cable adapter, so which is very stupid, and then which is a waste of time, right? So, and now we just make use of the Google Hangout to resolve this kind of problem. So all presenters join the Google Hangout, so the presenter just click the share screen so that they can join, they can present the slides. So we save a lot of time on this kind of plug and unplug on adapter issue. So yes, it's very cool. And we also make use of the Google Sites, so to make our internal user manual or the guideline. So maybe in Google Sites, there are some built-in themes and components. So our product manager can just do the drag and drop and then link to some Google Drive files, so which facilitate our non-technical guy. They can make a internal website with comprehensive permission control without any cookies and server. So G Suite got a lot of third-party integration and plugin to make our life easier. So in HK01, we make use of Zapier, so to connect the G Suite between our third-party service or even our internal system, like third-party service like Slack, Jira, and Freshdesk. So so which automate a lot of workflows to save our time. So just give an example. So we can connect the Google Form with the Slack so that when somebody to submit a question through the Google Form, and then we will receive a Slack notification so that we can handle it immediately. So which is a very good example. So how G Suite help on our automation. So overall, so G Suite is a great tool if you want a lean, comprehensive tools with reasonable price. So that's all my sharing today. So yeah, that's all my sharing today. Yeah, thank you.
the speed of those funds arriving at country B, then that would not be a good outcome for all of our customers across the globe. There are 4 key reasons why we chose Google Cloud when we scaled our business across different regions. The first is network infrastructure. We had very deep trust in Google-grade network infrastructure, and it differs greatly from us having to build our own data centers with very heavy infrastructure across the globe. Next, we have a lot of faith in Google's security, which is self-developed and embedded into its servers. Last but not least, we also are able to leverage on Google's big data infrastructure as well as its developer-friendly and cloud-native infrastructure. As a global fintech startup, we really treasure the global coverage that Google Cloud has in supporting us. We really value Google's robust network as well as its monitoring system, as well as the very flexible cost model that allows startups to choose and add on services as they grow. That is the end of my sharing. Thank you.
Thank you. It's okay, we can start with my face slide. Hello. Yeah, Oyvind is in the club. Oh, this is going to be a problem. The laptop is locked, so we need to make sure that it doesn't lock during the keynote.
Tomorrow we use this one should be password.
Oh, the password is on a post-it note. Google, good. Okay, anyway, for now we go to the slides, please.
No need a stain. No need a stain.
But this is not the right slides.
You just change it or?
It's not my slides. So my slides start with my face.
No, this is part 1. Of course, this is not your slide.
Yeah.
83 is his slide. Data management.
The slide looks like this.
Do you need a speaker's thing? No need, right? Just
No, it's okay.
so just directly go to the slide.
Just my slides, and then I will practice my demos too. So, so my face slide. Okay, I'll start with this. So, big Norwegian guy is introducing me, and now my good friend and colleague Markku.
So the music sting will be this one. The music stings.
Yeah, so I will come up here.
Yeah, with the music and you go.
Hey ho, hey ho, good morning. So with that, let's talk about the most important asset in your company, which is data. With Google Cloud and Google, we have a whole suite and portfolio of services to help you manage your data, to migrate them into the cloud if needed, host them in the cloud, analyze them, and even run machine learning algorithms on them. Companies like Spotify, Stanford University, New York Times trust the Google Cloud platform with their data. And recently we have added a lot of functionalities. We've added a lot of database migrations. If you want to migrate your data from your on-premises traditional databases to Google Cloud. We've added support for SQL Server on GCP. And you can also run Oracle workloads on Google Cloud through our marketplace and partner offerings. All in all, we have a comprehensive portfolio of data management services, regardless if you're developing net new revenue-generating services and products in cloud-native architectures, when you generally leverage things like in-memory databases, NoSQL key-value stores, document stores, graph databases, and your applications will be scale-out, maybe event-driven and stateless. Or if you are building or have the need to run traditional SQL relational databases, we've got you covered as well. We have services like Cloud Spanner that even give you global scalability. And through our partner offerings, we make it easy for you to migrate your existing data and existing databases to Google Cloud. And in April, we had the exciting announcement that all these companies that are based on open source have now a partnership with Google Cloud, and you have a unified billing, unified user experience to run their offerings in Google Cloud as well. So companies and products like MongoDB, Redis Lab, Elastic, Neo4j. So we've got you covered with a complete set of tools and services for all your data. And to see an example of that, I'm delighted to welcome on stage. I'm not, because my clicker doesn't work anymore. Somebody has overridden me. Why? I want to click myself to the next guy. Otherwise, it looks like this tomorrow in the keynote. Hello. Why? What are you guys doing? Did my clicker just die, or? I would like to announce the Hong Kong Airport CIO, but I can't because the slide doesn't move any. Ah, but isn't it better to show his face when I introduce him? But can we click to that slide which has his face? And then if I remember his name, I can actually see his name. So I'd like to switch on the next slide, not on this slide. Can we go to the next slide and I show you what I mean? I'd really like to see him when yes. So I would like to see this when I switch to him. I don't remember everyone. So when I'm standing here, I want to have a cheat code. Andy Bien. Yeah. Yeah. Really? Ah, okay. So you don't want to have a slide and then animation, it looks weird. Okay, I got it. Okay, so with that, I'd like to introduce the, yeah, it's completely missing. How do you pronounce his name? Bien? Yeah. Okay. Okay. So it's my great pleasure to introduce on stage the CIO of Hong Kong Airport Authority, Mr. Andy Bien.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Andy Bien, CIO, Hong Kong Airport Authority, to the stage.
Hey ho, hey ho. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, let's skip his slides and go back to mine. So he will hand over the clicker back to me. Ngoi sai. Msai mgoi. Thank you. And please give me control. Yes. All right. Thank you, Mr. Bien. So now we've talked about having your data in the cloud. What do you do with your data? You want to analyze it. You want to gather actionable insights. So let's see how you could do that with analytics and even machine learning tools in Google Cloud. Smart analytics doesn't mean just lifting and shifting data services to Google Cloud. They are powered by the same services that originally ran Google products. So with Google Cloud-native data services, you can enjoy real-time data analytics, analyzing massive data streams in flight or batch processing simultaneously, having cloud-native serverless data warehouses where you don't need to focus on infrastructure management, you just focus on business intelligence queries. Business intelligence, having, for example, very easy to create dashboards and notebooks that you can share and collaborate with your colleagues. And of course, we believe the best way of extracting data, value from data, is with artificial intelligence. So I have actually hidden I've hidden this slide, but it looks like I wasn't editing the right deck. So can we hide this slide? So let's skip this slide, please. This one is unnecessary because it's a repetition otherwise. And it wasn't there in the original keynote, so I don't know why it was added. Yeah. Okay, yeah, so.
Let's just kill it, not skip it.
Yeah, let's kill this slide.
Okay, we will kill it in the master.
Yeah, Blackpink style, kill this slide. Okay, I'm moving on. I imagine it wasn't there. This year, 2019, we've introduced a lot of new products for data management, and I'm going to be showing some of them to you here today live. So when you're done, just let me know and I will continue. Okay? Okay. Almost, yeah. Okay. So I will show you some of these live today. And we realized that you will not have a one-vendor strategy. You have an ecosystem of technology partners that you may already be using. So you will want to continue using your existing investments and tooling if and when your data is in Google Cloud. So we have a strong partnership, growing partnership ecosystem with tooling that talks natively with Google Cloud data services. Now, let's imagine that you're sitting at home, you have just purchased something online. What is frustrating to you as a customer? Not knowing where your shipment is, not knowing when it's arriving, or it's arriving late. It's actually a really complex global problem that is involving a lot of data. Shipping and online purchasing requires a lot of steps. You have warehousing, manufacturing, you have customs, you have shops, you have traffic conditions. There's a lot of different data sources that contain the information. How do you actually get all that data to get a big picture of what's going on? There we have a new service called Cloud Data Fusion. With Cloud Data Fusion, it's a fully managed cloud-native service that is super easy to use for you to connect to your different data sources, ingest data, both in real time and in batch, manipulate the data in flight if necessary, and land the data in data stores and sinks. And I'd love to show you that now live. So let's now switch to the Cloud Data Fusion demo. And the laptop has fallen asleep again and locked itself. Okay, there we go. So now we are in the Cloud Data Fusion interface. And the beauty of Data Fusion is that it requires no coding. I'm sure you've had the projects earlier where you needed to integrate some systems, or you needed to move data from A to B, or you needed to change the format of the data. Traditionally, that involved a team of people coding something. Unfortunately, usually, that code is used only once, so it's a waste, and it's not very fast. So with Data Fusion, we give you a beautiful user interface that lets you achieve these mundane data movement tasks without any coding. So here what you can see is our legacy data store. We have a view of our existing data on premises. So you can investigate your data here. And using the interface that is connected to the data source, we can also add here transformations. So you could do aggregations, you could change the data. For example, you could drop some columns, you could count some values. So you can transform the data in flight before you store it in the destination. Now, you could manipulate the data here, and then all you need to do is click on Create Pipeline. We support both batch and real-time data pipelines. Real-time meaning that there's an online stream of data that you manipulate in flight. So here we have on the left our original data source. We have the Wrangler, which is the service we are using. And what we want to do is simply import and ingest this data into BigQuery. So all I need to do is to select BigQuery in the data sinks there and literally drag, if the dragging works, drag and connect the data to the BigQuery data sink. And that's it. Slightly cooking show style, we've done that already, and I will show you what it looks like in BigQuery. So after you've done that, and you've pressed play, or you schedule the data job, or you trigger it when there's new data, the pipeline runs and your data lands in BigQuery. So there you go. Let's switch back to the slides, please. So super easy way of getting your data to the cloud. For example, BigQuery. And just a reminder, BigQuery is a service that lets you focus on business intelligence analytics, not on operations, not on managing infrastructure, just using your data. And to make it even better and even faster, we have recently announced BigQuery BI Engine, which is a native, cloud-native accelerator for data in BigQuery. So let's see what that looks like. My clicker is dead again. Okay, thank you. You switched to the demo. There is actually a slide. I believe there's a slide still that says demo BigQuery BI Engine. Can we go back to slides? Oh, there isn't. Sorry. Okay. Okay, my bad. So we switch here. Yeah, please switch back. So here we are. We've got your data in BigQuery, brought here by Cloud Data Fusion. It's extremely simple then to use, for example, Cloud Data Studio. With Cloud Data Studio, you can quickly and efficiently start creating visualizations and reports on your data in BigQuery. And every time I click here, we can see, for example, that based on the data in BigQuery, visualized by Data Studio, we have some issues in Brazil. We are getting delivery penalties. So let's click on Brazil. And now what is happening is that BigQuery, hang on, brain freeze. Data Studio is being accelerated, and every time I click here, we are literally analyzing millions of rows, and with sub-second response time, we are updating the visualization here. So that means that you can start analyzing your data and visualizing it with the speed of thought. Let's go back to the slides, please. So that was visualizations accelerated to the speed of thought. What if you want to get more value from your data? What could be even better? Would be if your data would let you predict what is going to happen. How would we do that? With machine learning, of course. Now there's a problem for most or many enterprises. You want to use AI and machine learning to get even more value from your data. But many enterprises just don't have an army of data scientists with PhD in statistical analysis. So for that reason, we have my favorite service in Google Cloud. I shouldn't have favorites, but it is AutoML. With AutoML, you can add machine learning capabilities to your solution without any coding, without any TensorFlow, without necessarily needing data scientists. So it democratizes the creation of custom machine learning models. And now with AutoML tables, you can add machine learning predictions directly on your data in BigQuery. So let's go back to the demo machine, please. And as a reminder, we are here in the dashboard. We would like to make a prediction what is likely going to happen next based on the historical data here. So by using Cloud AutoML and AutoML tables, you can simply connect the AutoML service to your data in BigQuery. Now we are in AutoML. We can see here the schema of the same table in BigQuery. So that data is then the training data for machine learning model. And we want to make a prediction. Let's predict delivery time. Let's predict if we are going to have any issues in delivering packages to our customers, which is the #1 metric they are interested in. So using the historical data in the table, we want to ask AutoML, please create predictions for delivery time. All you need to do then is click train, go for coffee. When you come back, you will have a new model directly from your data without any coding. You can evaluate the model quality, of course. And when you're happy with that, you can start using your model. How do you do that? You can do online predictions. You can feed new data records into AutoML, and it will predict from that record what is the estimated delivery time for that package. Or you can simply point tables in BigQuery, run them through this model, and, for example, store the predicted results as a new table in BigQuery. Now we've done exactly that. So when we go to this window here, you will see that now we have enhanced our dashboard. We have enhanced this Cloud Data Studio visualization. There is a new thing here, powered by Cloud AutoML tables, that is predicting delivery delays by country. So you can see here that, for example, in India, Indonesia, and Mexico, we are predicted to have problems in delivery times. So then you can simply start digging in, deep diving into that data and see what is the root cause of that problem. You can fix it before your customers get upset. Let's go back to the slides, please. So with Cloud Data Fusion, you can easily ingest your data into the cloud without coding. With BI Engine, you can accelerate your visualization to the speed of thought. And with AutoML tables, you can literally create custom machine learning models for your data without any coding or data scientists. We are developing AI for everyone, for medical research, for farmers growing crops and wanting to see if their crops are healthy, if they need any care, to manufacturing companies doing visual inspection of their components in the production line. Literally all businesses can benefit from AI and ML. We have new services for builders. With AI platform, your teams creating machine learning models have a unified place of having end-to-end platforms and systems for the new machine learning models they create, and they can run the same model without any changes both in the cloud and on premises using Google's open source Kubeflow that runs TensorFlow on Kubernetes. And with AI Hub, your teams can collaborate on the AI-powered solutions with things like notebooks that let them easily share ideas and have machine learning and AI embedded in those notebooks for your data. So AutoML tables is a new functionality for your structured data in databases. With AutoML video intelligence, you can analyze your video files and streams and identify things there. AI is also for business processes. With recommendations AI, companies like Disney can surface recommendations for products in their online store for your favorite Disney characters. With document understanding AI, you can finally start digging into that mountain of data that you have stored around everywhere and use things like natural language processing to do sentiment analysis of, for example, your customer email communication. And then last but not least, we have Contact Center AI. That is a truly scalable global solution for call centers. I'm sure you have been frustrated when you try to call some company and you're hanging on the phone for half an hour, 1 hour until your phone runs out of battery. You can scale that operation and have your customers' calls answered immediately by an AI agent with natural language speech and understanding of the customer's problem. So there we have a joint solution with Salesforce Cloud and Google Cloud, with chatbots from Google Dialogflow with support for multiple languages, Salesforce Einstein chatbot, and they can then surface workflows and recommendations to the call center agents if the call was handed over to a human to analyze. And of course, the data then available from this solution is easily stored and analyzed to add value to your solution. With that, it's my great pleasure to hand over to my good friend from our Office of the CTO, a lady who knows a thing or two about G Suite and productivity tools, Diane.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Ms. Diane Shalev, G Suite Lead, Office of the CTO, Google Cloud, to the
G
stage.
Suite Lady? I think the announcer said G Suite Lady. You're literally Lead. G Suite lady would be better though. No? Oh, I think I called you lady. Ooh. NLP analysis, bad connotation. I'm done, I think. I'm not native. I have rally English, nobody knows. Angry Birds. Thank you. Everything worked. Was my timing totally bad or was it okay?